Yes, my people, welcome back to another video. Today, it is the day that we can become Premier League champions. We are 5 points ahead of Aston Villa. They have played their game, so we have a game in hand. If we win the league. If we draw, I believe it goes to the Villa game. In which case, if it does, I will have to... I don't know how I do this because the FA Cup's in between. If it does, you will never see this footage ever. Or no, you will. The FA Cup game will just come first. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. See? Smart thinking on the spot there. Anyway, since we were last here, we beat Nottingham Forest in the FA Cup semi-final. Since then, we had Man United away and we drew 0-0. We then had Chelsea at home and we won 3-1. Now, just a little note on Man United. They might get relegated, which would be the funniest thing, I think, to ever happen on Football Manager. That would be hilarious and definitely get posted on Twitter. Anyway, let's get into the results. So, obviously 0-0 in the first game, nothing to show. In this game, was a masterclass by Alexander Isak. And Alexander Isak opened the scoring in the game against Chelsea as he scored to make it 1-0. Now, I often have to say random words while this loads, but I can now commentate as Garnacho. It's a great picture though, isn't it, really? As Szoboszlai finds Isak, has a lot to do from here. And he finds Salah, and Isak. It's an absolutely brilliant finish from Alexander Isak to put Liverpool 1-0 up and get 1.9 hands on the title. Alexander Isak said in an interview he came to Liverpool to win trophies. Is he going to do the double in his first season? Ryan Gravenberch then unfortunately scored an own goal as Liam Delap is through as Palmer, and it's one of those ones where he just hits Ryan Gravenberch. He hasn't put it into his own net as such, but obviously it's gone down as an own goal. So Alexander Isak, don't want to do that, sorry. Alexander Isak from a Chelsea free kick then re-establishes the lead as Alexis McAllister finds Isak with a brilliant ball, and Isak takes it round Robert Sanchez to pass it into an empty net to make it 2-1, grab his second of the game. I believe that put him top of the top goal scorer. It's a Swedish race for the Golden Boot actually, because Gyökeres is up there as well. The two combining for the second goal, then rules reversed for the third goal as Isak turns provider for Alexis McAllister. Frimpong bombing down the line, goes into Wirtz, goes back to Frimpong brilliantly. Isak lays it off to McAllister, and it's a calm, cool finish into the bottom corner from just outside the penalty area. Alexis McAllister having a brilliant season so far this year. Ange Postecoglou's Chelsea defeated 3-1 just before the big game. Now, it's coincidental that it's against Crystal Palace, and you could argue that we've lost the title against Crystal Palace like 3 times. So hopefully I can change what has been done in the past. Now, just want to show you some of the goal scorers this year. Alexander Isak leading it with 16. Florian Wirtz having a great debut season, 22 goals, 13 assists. Mo Salah come into it slightly towards the second half of the season, but a bit of a disappointing season for Salah's standards. Alexis McAllister, however, 20 goal involvements, won by PSG and Al Hilal. Federico Chiesa had a really good impact when Salah was injured. Harvey Elliott out on loan at Aston Villa fired them to a title race, having a great season. Szoboszlai, Gravenberch, the defenders doing pretty well. 11 assists for both. We're having a good season, as you can see by the fact we're in the FA Cup final and can win the Premier League today. So let's see the lineup chosen to win the Premier League today. We've gone with Alisson in goal. It's the same team as pretty much every episode, as we have Frimpong right back, Konate, Van Dijk and Kerkez round off the defence. The midfield, these lot are the fucking boys. Szoboszlai, Gravenberch, McAllister, with a front three of Salah, Wirtz and Isak. Let's go and win the fucking Premier League, shall we? Let's do this and face Crystal Palace at home. Okay then, here we are for potentially the title winning game. And the Crystal Palace lineup is Dean Henderson in goal, JD Samvot, Lacroix and Gahey at the three centre-backs, with Munoz and Tyreek Mitchell either side. Decore and Will Hughes, with Uche and Kamada in the 10s, and Taiwo Awoniyi, ex-Red, leading the line. Yeremy Pino on the bench, interestingly. Adam Wharton misses out as well. It's not a full-strength Crystal Palace side. It is, however, a full-strength Liverpool side. Let's go and win the fucking Premier League, boys. I do expect to win against Palace, even though I don't think we need one. I do expect us to beat Palace. And there the boys are chosen to win the Premier League title today. Mark Gahey, he could have become a Red, but he chose to stay at Palace, who are having a good season, up in 7th to be fair. As the boys lead us out. With an opportunity to go back to back and retain the title. The way that Slot should be doing in real life, but obviously isn't. So there they are. Jeremy Frimpong leading the boys out. Still don't know why the right backs do that. It's Crystal Palace, get us underway. As I do believe that a draw is enough, because I think they have made it so that if you are 30 goals ahead with 2 games to go, that you do win the league, even though it is technically... Well, I guess they can't do that, because it is technically possible for you to lose 10-0. Especially because we're playing Villa. If we lose 10-0 to Villa, that's a 20-goal swing. But, I don't know. Let's hope it doesn't come down to that and we win anyway. As Konate goes into Szoboszlai. Gives the ball away cheaply though, and Mitchell breaks with it. Frimpong does brilliantly to intercept and win the ball back. McAllister into Wirtz. Florian Wirtz driving with it. Gives it to Salah. Fires it just past the post. Mo Salah looking for his 3rd Premier League title, of course. Dean Henderson goes to Gahey. Palace playing out from the back. Kamada finds himself forward. Can he beat Konate? He does. As Alisson catches well. As Liverpool. Now it's their time to play out from the back. As Gravenberch goes into McAllister. Isak does really well and holds the ball up nicely. Kerkez. Can he make a run? He can. It's a good ball into Isak, but Dean Henderson is there to gather the ball. This has been a very long highlight, with not much point being made. As Van Dijk does well, wins the header. McAllister plays it simply to Konate. He finds Salah. Salah, great switch out to Kerkez, who has a great touch. Liverpool just keeping the ball and biding their time here. As Wirtz finds a really good ball to Kerkez. Can find Isak. It's a brilliant save from the ex-Man United man, Dean Henderson, in goal. As Liverpool, the only team that looked like winning this game from the first half an hour, as they have another highlight here. Gravenberch goes back to Kerkez, back to Gravenberch, into Szoboszlai, gives the ball away cheaply again. Gravenberch does brilliantly though to win the ball back, and Wirtz finds Kerkez, back to Wirtz. Dean Henderson forced to make another save. As Liverpool are just mounting the pressure, but we've seen this before in Liverpool title games against Palace, where it's all Liverpool and Palace suddenly switch it on, and let's hope that isn't happening now. As Munoz goes to Decore, tries to play a ball through to Awoniyi, but Van Dijk is there. Van Dijk driving forward. Alexis McAllister plays a ball into Isak. Isak beats his man and tries to put it into the top corner, but Dean Henderson makes another great save. The ex-Man United man trying to do everything he can here to stop Liverpool from winning the title. Szoboszlai with the free kick. Dean Henderson parries only as far to Wirtz. As Florian Wirtz, the new man in his debut campaign. Is that the goal to win Liverpool the Premier League title? As Henderson can only punch it out, and Florian Wirtz, control on the chest, bang on the half volley, in off the bar. It's a brilliant goal if there's ever going to be a goal to win you the title. As the highlights aren't just over for this first half just yet, as Van Dijk wins the header again. Isak finds Salah out wide. Mo Salah goes back to Frimpong, who finds Szoboszlai. Frimpong does well to beat his man, goes back to Szoboszlai. Frimpong and Szoboszlai playing together here, and that is a Mark Gahey own goal. Maybe this was all part of his master plan. Maybe this is what he wanted to do all along. As Liverpool grab a second just before the end of the half. Szoboszlai plays a great ball into Mo. And it's a great finish, but just takes a deflection off Gahey, which they are deeming as an own goal. As it's been all Liverpool in this first half. 2-0 lead at Anfield. Dare I say it, the title is over. And it's retaining in Liverpool. But we've seen this before, and the game is not over just yet. As Liverpool get us underway for the second half. As Isak finds Salah. And Salah just over the crossbar. He wants a goal properly for himself. As Crystal Palace yet to even register a shot on target. This is a vintage title display from Liverpool. As Szoboszlai with the corner. Finds Wirtz at the edge of the area again. And it smashes against the post. Florian Wirtz, as we've seen in the highlights and the live comms, he loves a strike from the outside of the box. As Van Dijk, Kerkez, Wirtz, McAllister, Konate, the standout performance so far from today. I think Henderson's unlucky to not be in the greens. He's had a good first half, to be honest. As Liverpool absolutely dominating Crystal Palace here. Crystal Palace still yet to register a shot on target, or even a shot at that rate. As we're into the last 20 minutes of time here. Into the last 15 minutes. Make some changes. I'm actually going to make a tactical choice and put Van Dijk right back. Now you might be thinking, what the fuck are you doing, you weirdo? I think right backs lift the trophies, so I want Van Dijk to lift the trophy, is my thinking. We'll bring Curtis Jones on, the local lad, to win his third Premier League title. I guess we just do that instead then. Works. Kerkez can come off for Robertson. And Frimpong can come off for Joe Gomez to win his third Premier League title. And I hope playing Van Dijk right back doesn't bite us in the arse as we go into the final 10 minutes of normal time. An own goal from Gahey, the near red, a stinker from ex-red Awoniyi. As the game is not over just yet though. We still have 5 minutes to go of normal time. Does having Van Dijk right back, is that going to cost us? Not having him there to win the headers. As Yeremy Pino runs at Canate. Does really well, Yeremy Pino. But just puts it wide of the post. Looks like nothing is going to spoil this Liverpool party as of now. Into the final minute now. And Liverpool have done it. There is the Premier League title. I haven't won it yet on this game. As there is the man, the myth, the legend. Oh, this is brilliant. I've not fucking seen this yet. This is sick. I like this a lot. Are you fucking joking? Why is Frimpong lifting it? Don't understand why Frimpong's lifting it, but who actually cares? We have done it. We have won the Premier League title. Absolutely brilliant. Attention does now focus to the FA Cup. As yes, we have retained the Premier League title. We have gone back to back. It is now the Liverpool era. Man City down in third. 13 points off the race. But attention, as I said, as Dean Henderson misses out of the UEFA Conference League final, that is disappointing for him. As Liverpool break the record for the most titles won with 21 now. But as I said, attention does now turn to Ipswich in the FA Cup final. If you don't want to miss the FA Cup final tomorrow, then drop a like, subscribe and turn notifications on. Don't forget to leave a comment to tell me what save you want me to do in the future, what you want to see in the future. And I will see you for hopefully the double tomorrow as we win the FA Cup against Ipswich. I will see you there. Peace.